Ever heard the story of the Zen master who killed a cat? Sounds brutal, right? But here's the thing, it's not about violence. It's about something deeper. Something that might break your mind. Imagine a monastery in ancient China, nestled among misty mountains. The year is roughly the 9th century, during the Tang dynasty, when Zen was flourishing. Monks from all over the region would gather to debate, meditate, and seek enlightenment. One day, a stray cat wandered into the monastery courtyard. It was a small, grey tabby with green eyes, purring softly. Some monks thought it was a gift from heaven, a symbol of good luck. Others argued it was a distraction, a creature that should be removed. The debate grew heated. Egos flared. Monks took sides. "It's ours," one shouted. "No, it's a stray," another countered. The cat, oblivious, sat in the middle, licking its paw. The argument continued for hours, then days, disrupting the harmony of the monastery. Finally, Nanquan Kills, the revered master, walked in. He saw the cat, heard the noise, and without hesitation, lifted the cat. He said calmly, "If one of you can say a word of Zen, I'll spare the cat. If not, I kill it." Silence fell. The monks froze. No one spoke. They were trapped in their thoughts, analyzing, rationalizing. Nanquan waited. Still nothing. He then killed the cat. Shocked. You should be. This koan has haunted Zen students for centuries. But why? What's the point? Here's the secret, the cat isn't a cat. It's a symbol of attachment, of dualistic thinking, of mine versus yours. In Zen, the ultimate truth is non-duality, the realization that all distinctions are illusions. The monks were caught in dualism, owner versus non-owner, right versus wrong, life versus death. Nanquan's act was a thunderbolt to shatter that illusion. He wasn't killing a creature, he was cutting through the fabric of delusion. Think of all the conflicts in your life, arguments with a partner over who left the dishes, disputes with a co-worker over credit, political debates that divide families. Each of those is a cat, a symbol of attachment to a label, a position, a need to be right. Nanquan is saying, stop clinging. Stop fighting. The cat represents every conflict you've ever had, every judgment, every moment you've been lost in duality. And what about the monks? They froze. They couldn't say a word. Why? Because they were trapped in their heads, thinking, analyzing, dualizing. They were looking for the right answer, but Zen has no right answer. It's beyond words. Imagine if one monk had just laughed, or walked away, or held the cat with compassion. That would have been the word of Zen. A word beyond words, an action beyond thought. That's the essence of non-duality, not choosing sides, not rejecting, but being fully present. So here's the question, what's your cat? What are you clinging to right now? An opinion? A grudge? A need to be right? Nanquan's cat is a mirror. Look into it. What do you see? Perhaps you see your own mind, endlessly chattering, dividing the world into me and you. But the truth is, there is no separation. We are all connected, like the cat and the monks, like you and me. The cat's life and death are one with the universe. Nanquan's act, shocking as it is a call to wake up. To see beyond the surface. To find the peace that lies beneath all conflict. Now, let's flip the story. What if Nanquan didn't kill the cat? What if he just put it down? Would that be a teaching? No. It would be ordinary. Zen is about the extraordinary in the ordinary, the shock that wakes you up. Think about it, we live in a world of opposites. Good versus evil, right versus wrong, life versus death. But Zen says, that's a trap. Non-duality means seeing beyond the pair, seeing the whole. The Chinese philosophy of yin and yang illustrates this, light and dark are not separate, they define each other. Similarly, Nanquan's act is a thunderbolt that shatters the dualistic mind. He's not choosing life over death, he's showing that life and death are one. The cat is alive, the cat is dead, both are true, neither is true. This is the heart of the Heart Sutra. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. The cat's physical form is temporary, but its essence is eternal. Nanquan's act reveals that truth. Here's the counterintuitive insight: true compassion isn't about saving the cat, it's about ending the suffering of attachment. The monks were suffering. Their arguing was killing them slowly, eroding their peace. Nanquan's violence was a mercy. Think of a time you were in a heated argument. The more you clung to your position, the more you suffered. The moment you let go, even if you lost, you felt relief. Nanquan's act is like that, a radical letting go. Sound crazy? Maybe. But that's Zen. It's not comfortable, not logical, it's direct. Consider the story of another Zen master, Linji, who would shout at his students or hit them with a stick to break their conceptual thinking. These methods seem harsh, but they were acts of compassion, designed to wake the student from the dream of duality. Ever noticed how you cling to your opinions like they're precious, like they define you? But what if you let them go? What if you saw that the argument itself is the problem? Nanquan shows us, the only way out is through, not by finding the right answer but by dropping the question. So next time you're in a fight, ask yourself, what's my cat? And then, for a moment, don't say a word. Just breathe. That silence? That's the word of Zen. In that silence, you touch the non-dual, the place where all conflicts dissolve. It's not about winning, it's about waking up. This story isn't just ancient history. It's a mirror for your life today. Think about your biggest conflict. Maybe with a partner, a co-worker, a family member. You're both arguing over something, a cat. But what if you stepped back? What if you saw that the argument isn't about the cat? It's about your need to be right, your fear of being wrong, your ego. Psychologists call this ego involvement. We identify so strongly with our opinions that any challenge feels like a personal attack. Zen says that identification is the root of suffering. Nanquan's wisdom is radical. Sometimes the most compassionate act is to end the game, not by winning but by refusing to play. Imagine a couple arguing about whose turn it is to take out the trash. The argument escalates, both feeling hurt. But if one person simply says, I see your point, let's just do it together, the conflict dissolves. That's putting the cat down. Here's where ancient wisdom meets modern mindfulness. In meditation, we learn to observe thoughts without judgment. We see the cat of our mind, the endless chatter, the dualities. This is good, this is bad, I like this, I hate this. And we learn to let it go, not by killing it but by seeing it clearly, by realizing it's just a thought, not reality. Nanquan killed the cat, but you don't have to. You can just put it down. Imagine sitting in meditation. A thought arises, I'm angry. Instead of grabbing it, instead of fighting it, you just watch it. It passes like a cloud, like a cat walking by. That's non-duality in action, not choosing, not rejecting, just being. So here's the practice. Today, notice one cat in your life. One thing you're attached to, one opinion you're defending. And for 10 seconds, just let it be. Don't push it away, don't hold it close. Just observe. You might find peace. You might find freedom. You might find the word of Zen. This practice is rooted in the Buddhist concept of empire, or skillful means, using everyday situations as opportunities for awakening. Every conflict becomes a koan, puzzle that can't be solved by thinking but by being present. So next time you feel tension rising, remember Nanquan. Take a breath. And let the cat go. Let's go deeper into the story. After Nanquan killed the cat, his student Zhaoju returned. Nanquan told him what happened. Zhaoju didn't gasp, He didn't cry. He took off his sandals, placed them on his head, and walked out. Nanquan said, if you had been there, the cat would have been saved. What does that mean? Sandals on the head? That's absurd. But that's the point. Xiaozhou's action was pure, beyond logic, beyond dualism. He didn't try to save the cat with words, he didn't argue. He just responded with total presence. Think about it, sandals are for walking. On the head, they are useless. That's the Zen mind, it doesn't follow rules, it doesn't conform, it's free. So what's the lesson? When you're in a conflict, don't react from habit, don't play the game. Instead, do something unexpected, something that breaks the pattern. Like Xiaozhou's sandals. It's not about being weird, it's about being awake. Imagine you're in a heated argument. The other person is yelling. You feel defensive. Instead of yelling back, you take a deep breath, you smile, you say, I hear you. That's your sandal on the head. It disarms the conflict, creates space. It's a word of Zen. Nanquan's story is a koan, a puzzle that can't be solved by thinking. It has to be lived. And the living happens in the moment, not in the past, not in the future, right now. Koans are designed to short-circuit the rational mind, to push you into a direct experience of reality. For example, the famous koan, what is the sound of one hand clapping, can't be answered logically, it must be experienced. Similarly, Nanquan's cat is a koan that invites you to see beyond duality. So here's a challenge, next time you're about to argue, pause. Ask yourself, what would Zhaozhou do? Then do that, even if it's silly, even if it's quiet. That's the way of non-duality. In the Zen tradition, such actions are called shikantaza, or just sitting, being fully present without trying to achieve anything. Xiaozhou's sandal on head is a perfect example, it's a spontaneous, non-conceptual response. It's not about winning or losing, it's about waking up. So go ahead, put your sandals on your head. Laugh at the absurdity. And walk out of the monastery of your mind. Now, let's bring this into your daily life. Non-duality isn't just a philosophy, it's a practice, a way of seeing. Think about your morning. You wake up. Your mind immediately starts labeling, I'm tired, I don't want to work, this is a bad day. That's dualism. You're creating a story, good versus bad narrative. But what if you just woke up? Without judgment, without labels, just awareness. That's mindfulness, that's the first step. Here's a modern application, social media. It's a battlefield of cats. Everyone arguing, everyone clinging to opinions. This is right, that is wrong, like me, dislike them. But what if you scrolled with Zen eyes? Seeing each post as a cat, not grabbing, not rejecting, just observing. You'd be free from the drama, free from the stress. And here's the paradox, by not engaging, you're actually more present, more compassionate, because you're not lost in the fight. You're seeing the whole picture. Meditation teaches this, sitting still, watching thoughts, letting them pass. That's the practice of non-duality. So try this, set a timer for 5 minutes. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. When a thought arises, don't judge it. Just say, cat, and let it go. Do this every day. You'll start to see the pattern, the dualistic mind, the attachment. And slowly, you'll learn to put the cat down. Nanquan killed the cat, but you can save it by seeing it for what it is, a thought, a cloud, nothing more. This is the essence of the Buddhist practice of vipassana, or insight meditation. By observing thoughts without attachment, you see their impermanent, empty nature. The cat of your mind loses its power. You become free. Consider a real-world example, you're stuck in traffic and you feel anger rising. The cat is your expectation of a smooth commute. Instead of feeding the anger, you observe it. You say, here's the cat of impatience. And you breathe. The anger passes. You're still stuck in traffic, but you're not suffering. That's non-duality in action. So today, notice your cats. Notice the moments you cling to labels, to judgments, to stories. And in each moment, choose to let go. Not by force, but by awareness. That's the path to peace. So what's the final insight? The mic drop moment. Nanquan's cat isn't about death. It's about life. Real life, beyond the labels, beyond the arguments. Here's the truth, you are the cat. Every time you judge yourself, you're killing yourself. Every time you cling to an identity, you're trapping yourself. But you can let go, right now, in this moment. Non-duality means seeing that you are not your thoughts. You are not your opinions. You are not your story. You are the awareness behind it all, the vast, open space. And in that space, there's no conflict, no me versus you, no right versus wrong. Just what is. So here's the practice for today. When you catch yourself in a dualistic thought, stop. Take a breath. And say to yourself, this is just a cat. Then smile, because you've just woken up. Remember Xiaozhou's sandals? That's the spirit, playful, free, unattached. Nanquan's cat is dead, but the teaching is alive. It's in every breath, every moment, every choice to be present. So go ahead. Put your sandals on your head. Laugh at the absurdity. And walk out of the monastery of your mind. The cat is gone, but you are here, now, free. That's the Zen of non-duality. That's the word of Zen. And as you go through your day, remember the words of the Zen master Dogen, to study the Buddha way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. To forget the self is to be enlightened by all things. When you forget the cat, you become one with the universe. That's the ultimate freedom. So go forth, not as a monk or a master, but as a human being, awake and alive. The cat is gone, but the lesson remains. Namaste.